Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. If you haven't been here before, my name is Amanda and I will be here to talk about my labor and delivery with the baby girl. I guess I'll announce her name right now. Her name is Lillian Jean Dodge. So without further ado, let's get on to the video. So on March 30th, I had a scheduled induction to have her at 9 o'clock in the morning. I woke up at about 7:45 that morning and I was actually having like light contractions, and by the time that I was headed out the door to drop Timothy off, I hit active labor. My contractions were 2 minutes apart, but they weren't really that painful at the time. Like I could still talk through them. So we dropped Timothy off and then we got to the hospital and I didn't pre-register, so we had to like go check in. And we walked over to the desk and there was like two people with masks on and I was like, nope. So we went straight upstairs and thank goodness we did, because I got gowned up and I got checked and I was at 8 centimeters. So my doctor came in and just broke my water because I don't know why it didn't break at that time. Usually it breaks around like 6 centimeters when you're like in active labor, but she just didn't want to come out because I was 40 weeks and 5 days, I think. So yeah, that completely made my contractions be on top of each other and they hurt so bad. Oh my gosh. I know that my labor was only an hour, so I really can't complain too much. But yeah, they really hurt. And with all this pandemic thing happening and going on, they're only allowing one supporter in the room, so of course Tristan was in the room with us. Shaylee was not allowed to be in there, which, you know, it's unfortunate, but it's, you know, it's all worked out. So I got in there and I'm just laboring at this point. 30 minutes go by, the doctor comes back in and says, you're completely dilated, you can start pushing. Because yeah, I knew I needed to push. Let's just say that. He pretty much came in the room and was just like, yep, you're ready. And he's gowning up and stuff, and I'm, you know, my feet are in the stirrups and stuff, and he is like, do not push, because he was, you know, the ladies are like putting the gloves on him and stuff, and I'm like in the middle of a contraction, like if I don't push this baby out right now, my pelvis is gonna break or something. It hurt so bad. So he like sat down and I just start pushing, and I'm doing this all natural. I didn't get an epidural. I'm really proud of myself for that. So I'm pushing and oh my gosh, I literally hit that point. I feel like if you've ever delivered naturally, you might have had this, but you hit this point of labor where you cannot go on. Like you're just like, nope, I can't do this. Like just leave her up there and you don't want to push. That was me, but Tristan was really supportive and he was like, honey, you have got to push. So I went on and I got her head out, and I didn't know this because it's just like painful down there. You don't really know what's happening, but you just know you need to push because your body's like, get it out of me. And so I'm pushing and I'm like, I can't do this anymore. Tristan's like, honey, her head is out. Like you're almost done. You just got to get the shoulders, you know? And I'm just like, oh my gosh. Because, you know, like the head, it collapses and it, you know, it's hard to get out, but like the shoulders are where it's at because it's twice as much as their head is, you know? So I'm like thinking to myself, I'm like, I cannot do this. The head was already enough. And my doctor was like, you need to push, like you're doing this right now. And I just pushed and here she came out. The funny thing is that when I was like going into my appointments and stuff, the doctor was, you know, touching my stomach, measuring, blah, blah, blah. Oh, you're gonna have a 6-pound baby, 6.5 pounds at the most. And I remember when I was pushing, I like looked down and I saw her head and these big old fat cheeks came out. And I was like, that ain't no 6-pound baby. I knew from that was not the case. And she came out, they did skin to skin with me, and, you know, we breastfed before they weighed and measured and stuff. And Tristan and I are like, oh yeah, she's nowhere near 6.5 pounds. And they take her to go, you know, get measured and whatnot. And she's like, oh, 8 pounds, 4 ounces. I was like, what? Say again, you know, because Timothy was 7.5 pounds, like a pretty typical size baby, but 8 pounds, 4 ounces. I was like, how in the heck did I just do that? Because I didn't have any like tearing or anything, so I was really, really lucky. But how the heck did I do that without anything? Like, that's a big baby. And every single nurse that came in our room was like, this came out of you naturally? Yeah. You're telling me. I was completely shocked. But, you know, we've been doing really good. And I guess it's time that you guys should be able to see her. I have her right here. She's sleeping right now. This is Lillian. She's sleeping. That's all she does. She eats and poops. Oh my goodness. And like snuggles. That's her favorite thing. She's just a little cuddly bug. What are you doing, silly? Oh, she's waking up. Right now, breastfeeding is going super good. She has a great latch. She, you know, we had like a little bit of an issue with our weight. So usually when you're in the hospital, you are expected to lose some little bit of weight with your baby. So they just encourage you not to get down 10% of their body weight. And she got down 8%. So they were really like kind of worried about how feeding was going and if she was like, you know, suckling good enough. So we've been going to like weight checks. Tomorrow we have another one just to see if we're getting anywhere with that, because we dropped down to 7 pounds. I think it was 7 pounds 10 ounces. So we lost quite a bit, but we've been pumping and feeding through a bottle to make sure she's getting some through there. And we're just like on a good like feeding schedule. So hopefully like we lost a lot of weight and now we're just working on getting up at this point, because I'm not really sure like what they're gonna have me do if she's not gaining weight. But I really don't want to give up breastfeeding because like I have a really good supply. We've pumped like 70 ounces so far that I have saved, and that's with feeding her like 5 times a day, just breastfeeding. So yeah, I think I have a really good supply when it comes to that. But I'm just really glad that, you know, we had a healthy baby. She's sad right now. She's waking up, so she's kind of cranky. But yep, this is Lillian Jean Dodge, my 7 pound, 11 ounce baby. She's 20 inches, so she's a pretty tall girl. Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm so glad for having a support system like you guys, because my last video you guys were all like saying like congratulations and good luck and whatnot. So that was really, you know, helpful with the labor and stuff, because I kept getting all your guys' notifications saying like that you were, you know, praying and stuff. So that was really nice of you guys, and I'm really thankful for like the little group of you guys that I have. So thank you guys so much for watching. Please comment. I just love hearing from you guys because it's always so encouraging. Don't forget to subscribe if you're a new person here, because that keeps me going. So thank you guys so much. Thank you. Jimmy, you're sad. He said, what is happening?
Hi, little buddy.
That's so sad.
Douglas is so confused.
Oh.
I'm just washing hands too. What is that?
Well, sissy.
Oh, is that her toes? Be gentle.
Oh. It's baby sissy. Hi. That's so sweet. Back up, Douglas.
Oh, yeah, be gentle. Yeah, she's This baby, huh? Is he gentle?
There you go.
Yeah.
Isn't that so sweet? That's little sissy.
Is that her toes? He said, why do you go